They were teenagers though, so they probably weren't thinking of that. They just wanted adventure and, hey, let's get out of here. The first night, reports say the boys had anchored about 5 miles north of Tungatapu. And it was that night, as they were sleeping, a bad storm came and it basically just ripped their boat to shreds. The high winds, it said, tore the boat's rudder, it ripped its sails from the mast, and it broke the anchor rope. So, the next morning, obviously, they can't sail this boat any longer, so they're just floating aimlessly. Actually, for the next 8 days after this. Now, one of the boys, he was 17-year-old Sion Fatuo. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. But he was, at this point, he said, I knew that we were all going to perish because we didn't have any food or water, and our boat, it was in really bad shape. But it was around on the 8th day that they began to see a small island off in the distance, and they decided, well, we have no choice. We have no food, no water. We've got to try to swim towards it. So they used some of the broken apart planks from the badly damaged vessel they were in, and they tried to swim and float towards shore of that little island. Now, most reports I read said this took about 36 hours just from the boat to get to shore. So you can imagine how taxing and tiring that was on their bodies, especially with no food and water. A quote by Manu, and it's sort of broken English here, but it says, "The only thing we do, grabbing each other together and say a prayer. Thank you, God." Now, the boys didn't know at this point in time, but after the fact, where they were now, they had drifted over 100 miles from where they had initially started when they stole the boat and took off. And once finally reaching